So I'm going to wrap it up here and essentially finish with the same things that I said at the very beginning. That the draft RFP eliminates or marginalizes the very things that the warfighter valued during the last competition. The government has no apparent mechanism to protect its interest against a lowball bid or an unrealistic schedule. And this really is a cost shootout that incentivizes a race to the bottom from a requirement standpoint, from a capability standpoint, and forces industry to think about price risk that may never materialize. So in the end, compared to the last competition, we may be on a path where the taxpayer may pay more for less capability. Our perspective is, and I think as the department has stated, its objective is to acquire the best value capability for the warfighter at the best price to the taxpayer. It is not evident to us that this RFP accomplishes that goal. So where do we go from here? Again, as I started, this is a shaping process. We are very, very pleased that the department has chosen to move on with this program, with this contract, to issue a draft RFP that allows us and our competitor to offer comments, to try and get the best possible RFP possible, to get the best value aircraft tanker for our warfighter. And so it appears there are 4 paths. The government can fix the issues that were identified by industry. We submitted comments, as Randy mentioned previously. They can address those issues and move on. It's not clear to me how you do that. I know that we submitted many questions and many issues are on the table, and so it's a very complex process for the department to take all that and create essentially an RFP, a final RFP that achieves their objectives. So that's the first path. The second path is, I guess they could just say, thank you very much for your comments, we're moving on anyway. And at that point, obviously, both competitors would have to understand what next steps would be. How would industry respond to that, and what would that RFP look like? The third is to think about what GAO said. And GAO said, fix these 8 things and get on with it. It's one possible option, is to revert back to what GAO said to do to begin with. And then the fourth, you may have heard the concept of continuous competition that some have promoted. That's a process by which competitive pressure is maintained on both offerers, essentially delivering more tankers faster to the warfighter and keeping both industry providers in the tanker competition throughout the life of the program. So those are the possible paths ahead, and we look forward to working with the Defense Department to resolve the issues that we've identified, and we look forward to getting an RFP that allows us to provide the best value capability for the warfighter and the taxpayer. Thank you.